One of the most amazing things we noticed about Krista when she came to Dragonfly was her determination. She was determined not to let the trauma of sex trafficking shape her future, and she was determined to create a different life for her little girl. Krista grew up witnessing her stepdad abuse her mom, and she watched as her mom turned to drugs and alcohol to numb the pain. But eventually, her mom became numb to everything, including her own daughter. So Krista spent most of her childhood feeling alone and abandoned. When Krista made it to high school, she discovered that she really enjoyed running. It gave her sort of a mental escape from the hard things she was just constantly facing at home. So she joined the track team, and for the first time in her life, she felt like she had something positive. But it was at this time, when Krista was 15 years old, that her stepdad realized that he could get a lot of money and drugs by selling Krista for sex. Her mom turned a blind eye as he started bringing men to their home every day who paid to have sex with Krista. Krista felt completely trapped. She eventually dropped out of school, and being sold for sex in her own home, day in and day out, became her entire life. It was when Krista discovered that she was pregnant that she realized, for the sake of her child, she couldn't stay in that situation anymore. But she knew if she got caught trying to escape, there would be violent consequences. She also had no idea where she would go. She didn't know where she would sleep or get food, but she knew she had to try to get away. So she watched and she waited for her perfect opportunity, and one night her moment came. She gathered every ounce of courage she had, and she ran away. Krista ended up at a homeless shelter where she found safety for a few days. And that's where she spotted some materials about human trafficking and realized that's what had happened to her. She did a Google search and she found the Dragonfly home. And with such incredible bravery, she called our 24-hour human trafficking helpline. This is the moment where everything in Krista's life changed. At the Dragonfly home, we walk alongside the victim survivors of human trafficking we serve on their path to restoration and provide whatever they need to build a new life. We received certification from the Oklahoma Office of the Attorney General in November 2016. Since then, we've served over 500 victim survivors of sex trafficking or labor trafficking at our Human Trafficking Crisis Center in Oklahoma City. We've also fielded over 5,000 calls from people like Krista on our 24-hour human trafficking helpline. After speaking with a Dragonfly advocate, Krista started participating in our services at our Human Trafficking Crisis Center. The first thing we did was coordinate Krista's emergency needs. So making sure she had access to safe, appropriate housing and food and clothing, And we also helped her apply for certain benefits. Krista expressed during this time that the emotional support she received from Dragonfly was so important, and that encouragement helped her continue moving forward. One of Krista'S top priorities was the health of her unborn child, so we arranged for her to receive prenatal care. She got her first ultrasound and found out she was having a little girl. It was at this moment when Krista realized she truly had broken the cycle of abuse and exploitation she'd experienced in sex trafficking. She was creating a different kind of future for her daughter. Today, Krista and Violet are living in their own home, and Krista has earned her GED and is working to save money for college. They still come to Dragonfly for case management and support, and Krista is as determined as ever to build a healthy, sustainable, independent life for her and her little girl. Krista and her little girl are why Dragonfly exists. We believe every victim survivor of human trafficking deserves freedom and the opportunity to pursue a new life. Everyone who gives to Dragonfly gets to be a part of this mission, making it possible for victim survivors of human trafficking like Krista and their children get the help they need to break the cycle of exploitation and create a future of freedom.